Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start concept 1.2 lesson 5, talking about the excretory system. In the last session we started talking about the digestive system. Today we are going to talking about the excretory system. As we see, the excretory system, it is the system that is responsible for getting rid of the wastes outside the body through a process called excretion process. And also, if the body doesn't get rid of these wastes, it also will get sick. And the digestive system doesn't work on the wasted material, so it doesn't share in the excretion process. What are the parts that are responsible for the excretion process? We have three parts here, starting with the skin, number 2, respiratory system, number 3, the urinary system. The skin gets rid of excess water through pores that covers most of the body. And also the respiratory system can get rid of carbon dioxide gas during the respiration process. Actually, during the exhalation process, that the carbon dioxide gas expel out of it. Actually, the two lungs that can do this function. Number 3, the urinary system. Let's see the structure of the urinary system first. It's a system that consists of the 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, urinary bladder, and also the urethra, responsible for getting rid of the urine outside of the body through a process called urination process. Excellent. Let's talk about the importance of the 2 kidneys. The 2 kidneys has millions of nephrons inside it that we can call it as microscopic filters, because first, a large artery can enter the kidney carrying the blood that contains wastes. Nephron can filter the wastes that are so small, which pass through the tubes of the nephron, passing the 2 ureters, collects in the urinary bladder, and expel outside of the body through the urethra. While the other wastes which are too large to pass through it, like the protein and the blood cells, they stay in their place. But if the protein is broken down into small pieces which are called urea, it's considered here at this moment as small wastes, and the urea here can pass through the nephron to ureters, urinary bladder, and expels outside of the body through the urethra. So if I'm talking about the rule of the microscopic filters, or we can say the nephrons inside the kidneys, they can filter the blood from small wastes, while the large wastes stay in their places. What happens to the water? The water inside the nephron can reabsorb it again, the most amount of it, and return back to their bodies through the blood vessels, while the excess water that the body doesn't need it can be collected with the urea and the salt in the nephron, passing the 2 ureters, the urinary bladder, and also the urethra until it passes outside of the body. So again, I'm talking about what? The blood cells and proteins are too large to pass through the nephron. That's for lesson 5, talking about the role of the nephrons inside the 2 kidneys, and also the structure and the functions for the excretory system. Let's answer some questions in the booklet as we always do. True or false, and correct the wrong one to be sure about your answer. Number 1, kidneys are considered as a filtering system for the blood. Of course, yes. So I will write true. Number 2, people whose kidneys are not working properly must use devices to filter their blood from wastes. Yes. If my body cannot do its function, which is filtering the blood naturally, I hope, or I must to go to the hospital using a special device to clean and filter the wastes through my blood. Number 3, proteins can pass through nephron during filtration, as we always said, because it's too large to pass through the nephron, so it cannot pass through it. So it will be false. Excellent. What about number 4? Studying a kidney model can save time, money, and effort? Yes. If I'm going to explain the structure and the function of the nephron, I'm going to make a model for the kidneys, actually illustrating the nephrons in details inside it to imagine well how does the nephron filter the blood from the waste. And this model here, during explanation the lesson, can help me in saving time, effort, and money to imagine well how does the nephron filter the blood from the wastes. The last sentence we have, number 5, the 2 kidneys remove waste materials from undigested food, which come out in a form of urine. It will be true. So the waste that passes outside the body through the urinary system in a form of urine. And also the carbon dioxide gas passes out of the body through the 2 lungs during the exhalation process, and also the excess water can pass through the body through the skin, actually through the pores that cover most of our body. That's for lesson 5. I wish you a happy day and bye bye.